versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
You know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Trey Burton making the catch for his new team, the Colts, but he was a member of these Bears the last 2 seasons. Had a career best 54 catches, in fact, 2 years ago, but then injuries held him to just 14 total catches in 2019. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Foles. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get into it the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
48-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal. But when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second and 4. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Fighting Hilton on the slant.
The pass.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
T.Y. Hilton.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Rodrigo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So We will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On first down, it's Patterson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tap.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Second and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Colts 14, Bears 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's Foles. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Jimmy.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Foles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Below Nichols breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. With a catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colts 24, Bears 7.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down, Foles. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he through it.
Mooney, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, and I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
37-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
At the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Forced out to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And his throw is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter, and this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Paris Campbell.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll run with Taylor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run with Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were